Expo giveaway that we are doing. So we are giving away 2 free tickets to the Beauty Expo that's coming up. It's called Glam Fest. It's October 13th. So if you want those tickets, call the number below. And we're gonna ask you some questions in a few minutes. Right now, we got Avery, aka MsArtistry, in the building.
Myself in the mic, am I good? Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Am I good?
I'm in the building. PR extraordinaire.
She was giving me the lit rundown just now.
Yes.
She's lit.
Okay, so give everybody the rundown. Tell them what you do, where you came from, where you started.
Yeah.
Okay, so Avery Watson, born and raised in the Bronx, from the Bronx. Started dancing and singing, songwriting, playing the piano, violin, and everything like that. Performing arts, heavy, growing up in that space. As a plus size woman, taking all opportunities I can to perform everywhere, any stage, anywhere. And from there, I kind of just fell into like the whole performing arts, like the music and everything else. And once I realized I was able to kind of take direction so well, to the point that I was like telling other students while I was dancing, like, no, they just told you to go over here. Like, why are you standing there? Like, we told you to move over. Like, that's when I knew, like, my skill is I can really see things and know how to kind of, like, my instinct. I'm on point. I'm on point. That's it. My instincts and everything, I was able to kind of use it for a better purpose other than myself, but for other people.
So, real quick, who brought you into that? Your parents, mom, dad?
Both of them. My mom and dad both can sing.
Okay.
Yeah, my father has a raspy, deep voice. That's where I get that from. My mom's voice is still a little raspy too. My mom and dad can sing. My mom been dancing her whole life, performing her whole life. My father was like an organic, like hype person, turned up. You would have thought he was like 30, 40. His energy is like super lit. And my mom, like, she's straightforward, all about fun, dancing, have a good time. So them two together kind of like
makes you.
It's a mesh of me.
Yes.
Literally, I'm like them.
Okay.
You see them, you're like, oh, I see how you do it. Yeah, so my mom and dad is awesome. They pushed me, and they continue to still push me to this day. Even at 29, they still push me.
So what got you into like management and?
I always wanted to manage. I always wanted to be.
Well, tell them real quick your background into the industry, like how you got into the industry.
So literally, I loved BET growing up, like 116 Park and everything. So throughout my whole junior high school years, I used to always go down to 116 Park. I would leave school early, run down to 116 Park, and just watch all the shows. It got real cool with a lot of the people on set, and I had a familiar face. I was always dancing because I was a part of like dance movements in Harlem, in the Bronx, like doing the chicken noodle soup, doing the toe bob, doing the Aunt Jackie. I was in the Aunt Jackie video back in the days. I danced all over, like I said, like Harlem Week, this one, African American Day Parade, Apollo Theater, Lincoln Theater, Avery Fisher Hall, like I performed everywhere. So so that kind of like led me to the right people that were all in the same field. So yeah, like growing up in elementary school, I always just was into music. I used to do like showcases in the classroom. My teacher, I would convince them to let me do a showcase in the classroom. I'll bring my tap shoes to school and I would tap right in the middle of the classroom, and all my friends would cheer me on, and my next friends would come on and do Usher songs. And like, it was in a Catholic school, so we needed some type of like
entertainment
because we was bored, you know. So when we was in the Bronx, like, you know, it's hip hop for real. So I'm like, my back history came from that, and like really going to 116 Park and BET and really wanting to be a part of that life in that talent field, like wanting to work with the artists and be hands on. So my mother, my aunt, she basically had a boyfriend that she was dating at the time. He was an engineer at BET. And I literally was like, listen, I really want to do this BET internship. What should I do? He's like, listen, here's what you can do. I don't know anybody in human resources. I can't do anything but just be a referral and say you're a cool person.
Right.
Sometimes that's all you need. You're getting my book. I don't know what else to do, but you're in there, you know. So
you get the
literally had to, write a whole essay for BET and everything, and I really wanted the talent department because I wanted to be able to kind of connect with everyone, from the artists, from their management, from their PR team, from their dancers, their makeup artists, to everything. So that actually opened the doors for me, because then I was able to kind of meet everyone, and that's why my resources are so strong.
Yup.
It started from that in 2010
in
BET in the talent department, and I was the only person that was in that department. Out of all the interns, I was the only person selected. I was selected, and I was so happy because I really got what I wanted. I went after it, and I got what I wanted because my uncle, he didn't like write the resume for me.
Right.
He didn't go through the interview with me. The interview was in New York. He's in DC, so like nobody helped me. I never had anybody in my family that was in the business. He's not even my family. Like that's my aunt's boo. Like you know what I mean? Like so, literally like. I had to kind of like take those necessary steps to get to where I'm at, and BET started it off like working in the BET Awards and like working like Soulja Boy was one of my first artists that I walked and like I did like talent rep with, and from there like back in the day when like I guess we didn't have YouTube back in the day, but it was like forums, right?
Yeah.
Back in 2010, not like forums. So
yeah.
When me and Soulja Boy was walking across like to go to BET 106 and Park, that video went viral back then. That wasn't. We don't care now. I can't find the clip, but at that time it was lit for me. You know, in my era at that moment. Yeah. So I had everybody, all like the dances you could think of from like what is it? The
Harlem Shakers?
The two boys.
The Le Twins?
What is it? The
Tay.
Shit, it's the two boys. And one of them died.
The New Boys.
The New Boys.
Yes,
I had them. I had like all like throwback like it was wow. Like, so all of them I was walking on the carpet like Pharrell. Like, so I was kind of meeting a lot of people in the business just by like being at the right place at the right time, being at these events, and I networked the hell out of it because I was hungry in the beginning. I'm hungry now, but like when you just getting in, it's a different ball game. You like nah. Somebody gotta know who I am. I need a job, right? So I kind of started out with that. Talent allowed me to be where I'm at, and from there I started interning everywhere, like RCA Records, and A&R in gospel. I did radio promotions at Sony, RCA Records, and I worked at ASCAP Music Rights Organizations doing marketing. The list goes on, and then I started, working at more award shows. I kept getting hired back from BET Awards and kept working at BET Awards, and that's how the contacts came about. So I went from talent, I went to the production, to the production team. I then went to the PR team, in which I did the carpets for the awards. So I handled all the areas. I actually worked the carpets, took talent from one area to the next, but also was able to kind of work all areas from television as well, from handling like all the boards and things like that. So I kind of kept myself like hands-on in different departments because you never know who needed help.
Right.
And that was the thing back then as an intern, like you help everyone. Right. You don't know who's gonna get you a job. You help everyone. So that was like back in the day, that's what I had to do. So literally, I mean, the grind is real. I worked everywhere, interned everywhere, and then finally landed my job in operations at Bad Boy as executive assistant, and pretty much helped 6 of his companies at the time and built myself up. I had my own blog, which was called Dominant Media Blog at the time, and I had 4 girls coming together to shoot and edit videos, do interviews on the carpets, events. So I used my resources to start my own business as my own blog. So me having my own blog, that led me to meet more PR press people. So then that's how PR fell on my lap, because I was able to kind of help so many underground artists at a time that they was like, oh, how did you get me on this? How you got me on that? Because I was doing videos for like that'senough.com. I was doing writing for A3CFestival.com. I did a lot of writing for South by Southwest, like all these websites, these festival websites, and while having my own blog. So I kind of was able to build myself up as a writer. So I'm well versed in everything. I can dance, sing, write, tap, ballet, jazz, I can sing, I can write.
Listen, let me tell you.
I can choreograph.
I do right now, and you are inspired, bro.
I do choreography as well. So yeah, like I choreograph like Roger's dances and stuff for his performances. And I'm just not trying to talk about myself. I want to talk to everyone and talk to you guys too. But that's just like in a nutshell, like I'm a real like into the art hustler, but I'm also not just one-sided. I can be creative, but I can also give you some business too. Right. So that's kind of how I wanted to keep myself in the position of really learning the business, so I can always have my knowledge and no one can take it away from me. And really taking it serious. Like back in the day, like I emailed people to the death. Like I can go back to old emails. Like I was emailing people crazy back in the day. That's when I had energy. Like I had energy into my email. My email was I was in college. I was writing. I was like, okay.
As per my life.
Okay, I was in college.
CC.
So you know my
I'm
emails.
used to them eight pages.
Yeah, right. So I mean, listen, like the grind is real, and when I see people try to skip and do stuff, I have to be that old head that's like,
Yeah.
I guess. You know what I mean? You know, because at the end of the day, like when you really go through those steps and then you really see the actual the outcome, you feel different.
Let me tell you something real quick. Why I had to have Avery on the show. Because if she's not going to inspire you, she's going to get you together. Okay? She's going to get you together.
Ladies, I told y'all to tune in tonight, and it's for a reason.
It's for y'all. It's for me, too. I'm happy to talk to y'all about my life. And my,
we have a caller.
Caller, what's up? Hey, caller.
Hey, caller.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
That's my guy.
The voice sounds familiar. Who that?
What up? Yo, what's good? Yo, this is Scott.
Hey.
Scott
My
Morris.
Avery on there. I had to call to show love.
Hey.
He's done so many different things within the industry and for so many different people. I had to call and tell her I'm very proud of you.
Oh, I love
I'm
it.
inspired.
What's your...
Silver and Slim, I tune in y'all show every week. And I support y'all. Feel me?
Appreciate you, bro.
The Maddox, you that guy. Dre, I already know that you shooting. You that guy too.
Good looking.
Shout out to everybody. And just wanted to get everybody a major shout out.
Thank you.
Scott, I really appreciate you. Like me and Scott, like if anything, me and Scott like probably spoke on the phone like a lot back in the day. Like me and Scott was like heavily just strategizing and figuring out what we could do for our brands and our personal brands. You remember those days, Scott?
That's a fact.
That's a fact. And look where you are now, man. Come on now. People can't come to New York City without getting on a more booking stage.
Okay.
I
have to get that shit level.
You can't come to New York and not touch a Scott Morris stage.
Listen,
Scott, he's running the whole. You're running the whole scene that you got going on. So congratulations.
Scott,
tell them what we doing.
What's your favorite thing about Avery, Scott? Let her know.
Her hustle, man. I'm not gonna hold you up. Like with Avery, if she don't have it, she gonna get it.
Facts.
It doesn't matter who had it before or who thought they had the crown. She's a hustler, man. And just to be able to know her personally and just to watch and see
It's a
her
blessing.
grow,
Thank you, bro.
it's inspirational because it's a different type of feel. Like I like Jay-Z, for example. He's great, but I don't know him.
Right.
But I know Avery, so I get to see her and watch all her moves, and she's always in the right places. Like, so when people talk to me about different people in the industry who I think are dope, or different publicists or people that they should always align themselves, I always mention her because she gonna push you to go harder, especially when she's feeling you.
That's a sign.
Oh my God, Scott, that was like so heartfelt, and honestly, like sometimes you need that. As you know, when you.
That's from the heart, though.
Yeah, bro, I really appreciate that.
You gotta give people their flowers while they alive. That's for real, for real.
All right, but we have another caller. Yeah, we have another caller, Scott.
Ooh, Avery, you
Somebody.
We're gonna let you go.
It's you.
Just
Hey,
give
guys.
them your Instagram, where to find you, especially for artists that
And what you got
are
coming
up
up?
and coming.
Oh, he hung up already?
He's like, all
And
right.
we got a
All
show
right,
tomorrow. Catch us
caller,
there.
who is this and where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Killa.
Hey.
Hi, Killa.
Brooklyn.
Hey.
I'm from Jersey. But I'm really inspired. Like the lady that's speaking, I'm really inspired by her because I'm an up and coming, artist myself. I want to start my own business, my own entertainment. I do stand-up poetry, comedy. I used to freestyle battle rap in Jersey and stuff like that. And I was recently incarcerated, so I just did 4 years, and while I was locked up, I started writing. So I'm about to hopefully, God willing, drop my first book in November before my birthday.
Congratulations.
Well, congratulations on like not letting the system, take you down and beat you up and make you feel like you're not good enough to still do what you want to do and live your dreams and accomplish your goals. Congratulations on just not really being a part of the system because you're not.
Right.
Thank you. Yeah, because it was kind of, I ain't even gonna hold you. It was kind of hard, I had to come from, soon I came straight from prison, I came straight to Brooklyn, New York, and I went to a shelter. So I started off from being in the shelter and then, transitioning, you get what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's a journey, but, Like, I just really get inspired. I'm 28, so I get inspired when I see other young black women as myself with a lot of talent who want to change the world and, you know, change and inspire other people, because my goal is to, you know, inspire other people and to prevent young, you know, minorities from getting incarcerated. And
I would love to connect you. I would love to connect you with this this organization that I'm a part of called Girl Vow, and they help women with young teens that are incarcerated. And what they do is we pretty much help them by getting a mentorship. And Girl Vow is a company that will go speak to the women at Rikers, in Rikers, and speak to them and talk to them and motivate them. And then those girls that are, I guess, like juveniles, we will also, you know, talk to them and build with them. And any girls that are in a group home as well, or in, sheltering arms. Yeah. Sheltering Arms, we also help them as well, those women that do come out of jail and are 18, 19, trying to get themselves back together. I would love to kind of like introduce you to the owner of that nonprofit, because I think that you two would be able to kind of do some great work. You know what I'm saying? And of course, like, I would love for you to kind of go in there with your own ideas and what you want her to do for you.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, like I said.
So can you follow me on Instagram right now and then DM me your number so I can connect you with them? Because I think that would be really, really dope.
Yeah.
Yep. Get this opportunity.
You want my number? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Yeah,
she's gonna
follow me on
Instagram.
I talk fast, my bad. Can you follow me on Instagram and then DM me your number and I'll connect with you?
All right. So, cause I be watching y'all stuff on my girlfriend's page and stuff, and I'm like, I like these people, you know, because
shout out to us. Thank you so much.
We got to come over here and help these people.
Yeah. Okay. So, what's your name again? What's your name again?
My name and stuff on Facebook is my real name, which is Natalie Tice, but my nickname is Killer, KILL with an @ at the end.
All right, so when I take it to these girls, you gotta change that name.
Right.
You gotta change that name, sis. You can't call me
Natalie.
Killer.
You gotta be Natalie.
I'm trying to get you out.
Need a pass.
The jazz.
I ain't no games, dog. Only brains for Jesus.
Okay. Give a drop a bomb for that.
Drop a cross for that shit. Pour out the holy water.
But thank you so much for calling in and listening. And
hey, well.
Yes.
So my Instagram is MsArtistry, and I would love to connect with you. So let's connect. MsArtistry. Let's connect.
Yes, make sure you are following her. Thank you for calling in. I definitely love the support, and I love it. This is what the show is about, you know.
Amen.
Girl Vow, I was just talking about you, Girl Vow.
Yeah, I'm saying.
I was just talking about you, Girl Vow. She's on my live.
Yes, her hair flies too. Like, I'm really hating though.
She's on your hair fly. Yes. She's bad, okay?
Yes. Well, listen, don't let nothing stop you. Make sure you go and you follow her, get those connections. Don't let this opportunity pass you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So thank you.
All right, well, God bless y'all. Keep up the good work.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Definitely appreciate you.
All right. Have a nice
She was
night.
so
Good
nice.
night.
Yes. So I had a question for you though. What artists were you most intimidated to work with since being in the industry?
No artist really intimidates me. But the boss that intimidated me was Diddy.
What was about him?
His demeanor was like.
Did you see him sending money?
I want to know from my perspective.
Did you see?
Like, Diddy's demeanor is like, yo, you better not fuck up. Like, it's like that. Like,
yeah, pressure.
But it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good though. It made me like so much stronger. But like, I think Diddy was a little bit intimidating. Who else is intimidating? I guess anybody in higher power, you low key would still be intimidated because you don't want to fuck it up, because that shit is on the line. And that's somebody in power, so they can then be like, oh, like this person did a horrible job. Like, oh my God, like don't work with them ever again. You're like blacklisted. So I mean, you want to definitely be on your toes and never get comfortable.
Yeah.
With like being too comfortable.
Yeah.
So that's just my opinion. I think like everybody, you should be intimidated by everybody at this point, because you never know what somebody gonna do.
Yeah,
right.
That's a fact.
Like it's all chess moves over here.
Yes.
So you just gotta be ready.
So what do you say to that young lady, like, you know, like almost like the woman that just called, you know, to keep them focused and motivated even when life is at their ass? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you say?
Learn to love yourself.
Right.
it's okay to take time to be with yourself. In the process, you will learn what you like and what you don't like, and what makes you tick, what makes you happy, what makes you sad, what makes you cry. I think every woman should learn their emotions. So therefore, you'll be able to know how to deal with the businesses that you're gonna, be encountered with. There's been plenty of times that like I had to catch myself from things, and I had to say, you know what, like that wasn't the right approach, or all right, like I was wrong, or whatever. Because at the end of the day, you're human. But I think as women, you got to kind of grow with yourself. Like you're not gonna find yourself in a month.
Right.
You have to kind of grow with yourself. So I feel like if as a woman, like right now, young ladies, find ways to love and learn and grow with yourself. Like no man want to be with a female that don't know or learn or who hasn't grown.
Right. Yeah.
Every man just want to know your team.
Right.
Okay.
That's all they want. They want that. So
we had this combo. Don't even do that.
they're like boys.
Yes, they're like babies. Yes.
So you gotta be a little mothering and be ready.
Yeah.
And you gotta know yourself.
So my follow-up to that is, have you ever had a point where you wanted to give up, or you felt like, all right, maybe this is not me?
Yeah, last week.
So what keeps you, what recenters you, what makes you be like, all right, you know what, this is
honestly
me.
You guys.
Aww. But like that,
you do that to me too. I feel the same way.
You guys, like opportunities like this. I mean, having people that I can kind of like share myself with, in a sense, to kind of show like
and remind yourself,
remind myself, but also show you like don't make these mistakes, like So yeah, I mean, for me, I always get discouraged, but I always motivate myself too. You got to find a balance. Like I motivate myself a lot, but I also slack too, because I mean, shit, I want to be a size 10. You know what I mean? I slack on that, but I make sure to handle my business, and you're gonna learn as you get older, like. You gotta take out time for yourself, like.
So I feel like
one of the topics actually for tonight is about body shaming.
Oh yeah, let's get into
that. So now
that
that you touched on that, I did want to get into it because as a slim girl, most of the time it's like, oh yeah, I don't deal with that body shaming, but like I'm brolic as hell, you know what I'm saying? So I dealt with it.
Right.
I'm slim, I dealt with it.
Right.
So like we assume that just because maybe you're not plus size that you don't deal with the other end of it, but like we get bashed just the same.
Right.
So like. From your experience, though, how did you deal with the body shaming and things like that, especially in the industry?
Yes.
Okay. First things first, I literally had to compete with skinny women throughout my whole career with dance. So without that, I probably wouldn't be here right now. Seriously. Like that confidence of getting on the stage and performing for over 500 to 1,000 people and being plus size and dancing up against other people and competing for awards and things like that, that puts you in a whole nother state of mind. Like it's other big girls like me that can definitely agree that like when you get to that point and you're on stage and you're expressing yourself, you have to be confident. You gotta look good. You gotta feel good too. If you don't feel good when you dance, you don't look good. If you don't look good, people not gonna gravitate towards you when you're dancing, or if you don't have that energy. So for me, it's like that energy, I take that with me everywhere. Like that same energy, that confidence that I had on that stage when I was like 4 years old doing tap and ballet. The big girl, the chubby girl in the back, looking cute. But seriously though, like literally I take that energy with me, because at the end of the day, we always, like for me, I got bullied growing up, for being plus size, for being big or whatever. And that same exact person that bullied me ended up telling me, oh Avery, I just like you.
Of course.
Yeah.
So it's things like that, like as young men, like you guys really don't know what y'all doing. So I'm not giving y'all the benefit of the doubt, but I'm just literally, how can I say
y'all
this?
be lost.
I was bullied more by men than girls.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised by that.
At the end of the day. Like, so for me, females, yes, y'all haters, but we kind of be hating for like certain reasons.
Yeah.
Like men will hate on another female. That's some bitch shit.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
Like totally bitch shit. So anyway, I gave my confidence, and I, pretty much took myself and said, you know what, Avery, you got this.
So tell them what you call yourself.
Avery MsArtistry Watson. Avery MsArtistry. My company is called MsArtistry Entertainment, and I do publicity and management. I do.
No, you're plus size.
Oh, sorry. I'm a plus size influencer, plus size publicist. I call myself that because it's just something different. Plus size publicist. Hashtag. You see all the events I be at. Plus size publicist. And the good thing about being plus size is that they don't want to fuck me in the music industry like that.
You think so?
They want. They know. They want to. No.
They don't want to fuck you.
No, that's good.
Don't let that
No.
fool you exactly.
I don't think so.
Wait. No. Let me.
Love son of color.
Girl, they try to put they want to put their meat right here.
Right
here. They try to. What? A nigga want a titty fuck. A nigga got a titty fuck at least one time before they die. They got a titty fuck at least one time before they die. And they
How
gotta
about
get
you, bro? What you think?
They gotta get head from a big girl. They gotta get head from a big girl at least once in their life because they heard big girls gobble dick.
Yeah, that's true.
So don't say nobody don't want to fuck with you.
I mean,
Don't.
What I mean by this is that the industry has a certain look and knowledge, and like a certain look that they go for, an image. And this is what they generally would want to fuck
Publicly.
Publicly. But
Yes.
here's my issue. Back to body shaming and back to the reality.
Yes.
The reality is, I am not your fantasy.
Right. I got you. Copy.
Yeah,
That's that. I'm not your fucking fantasy. You're gonna either respect me and treat me as if you was treating some other skinny chick.
Gotcha.
That's that.
Yeah. You feel like it's a
I'm not your
fetish?
fantasy. I'm not some dream vision that you took from the past and you want to keep me behind closed doors. No. That's what niggas do to plus size women, and that's just something that I don't like that men do to plus size women. And like you got, wait, hold on. Nigel, I'm sorry, I love you. I had to.
He said I'm crying.
But no, let's go back to Cat Williams real quick. I'm gonna let my girl Ashley get on the mic. But listen, Cat Williams. Did y'all see what he did to Wanda?
We talked about it earlier.
Yeah, go ahead. Go.
Wanda's man came out with the gun after the interview.
Yes. Matter of fact, I forgot to bring that up.
So that's the body shaming. The whole interview, all Cat Williams had to talk about was her size.
Yeah.
The minute she talked about her cooking and whatever.
Yeah. He was.
Oh, it don't take much to cook broccoli, which is boil water.
He was.
And then after that,
very petty.
After that, he took off.
Yeah, he took off after that.
That ignited him, and that's cool. But you ignited the wrong person.
Yeah.
And that's what happens. So you got to be careful about what plus size girl you're talking shit about.
Because they feel like they don't have love behind them, and it's like, no, how do you love her?
Yeah. Right. So for me,
that.
I did a plus size lingerie shoot.
Right.
That was the most riskiest thing I did in my whole life.
Yes.
And literally after that, like, the DMs is lit.
See, that's what I'm saying, though.
No.
She's like, I'm just saying.
No, this is for women that are, like, plus size like me to understand. Like, I really legit love myself. I love hanging out with myself, too. I don't care. I hang out with myself.
Yes.
Y'all need to hang out with yourselves.
Yes. Yes.
But besides that, I'm happy that you guys brought me on. Like, as a plus size woman, I really go through a lot body shaming wise. I mean, for the most part, like the men in the industry, they know my work, so they don't really like try to like do anything to me. Like, they don't really do that because they know my work.
Yeah.
And I'm always around men.
Yeah.
So it's just like.
So okay, so
That's
with that
it.
being said, how's it working with your primary artist is Roger?
I
How's
was
it
gonna
working with
say,
him?
make sure, can we?
Have y'all ever had a fling?
What do you mean?
Has it been all professional, all business?
Hell yeah.
He keep his fingers
Well,
to
let's
himself.
get who the artist is first of all. Can we say his name?
Roger.
That's my brother.
So talk about him.
Okay, so really quick, I was working with an artist named Corey Finesse doing PR for him, and then one of my close friends, she said, I guess her and Roger was doing business together, and she asked, Roger asked her like, yo, I really need a publicist. I got a dope record. I got some good music. Like,
he needs somebody help
I need
push
some
it.
help. Like, what's going on? And I'm like, Roger, come. Tell us real quick.
This is her artist.
This is my artist, Roger. And you know,
he got a single.
We icy and all that.
That's like sis.
Hey.
So I was looking for a new manager, a new publicist, and she said, there's this one girl that's on every red carpet. She's in everyone's ear. She's at every event, every label. Everyone knows her. I'm like, is she gonna get me lit or is this some bullshit ass person that she's gonna get me lit? She said, no, she's gonna get you lit. I go to Avery, interviews. My life went from having like a free life trying to be an artist, but like really not being booked for shit,
right,
to being no life. Like I don't have family time.
Right.
It's that bad. Like Avery changed my life. She changed my career. Like without Avery, I wouldn't have got this far. Like we came from a label meeting. Like everyone.
Our label meeting today was stupid.
The bags is being thrown. It's funny because my sister, she's like a real hip hop head, so her and Avery get along, and all the girls around me, they're like, Raja was like lit, but like he wasn't like lit till like Avery. I'm like, wait, so it wasn't me, it was all Avery. And then like, my sister, goes, yeah, in layman's terms, yeah. Because my sister's very like women empowerment, just like she is. So she's like, you know. So but she definitely changed my life and all positive.
No, this is my brother, right? This is my brother right now. We're not listening.
No, we're brothers and sisters.
No, like we're not. I'm not touching this.
You ain't want to say hi.
No, she knows.
Ladies have it. Take it off.
She knows my past relations and current relations and like everything I've been through.
Does she set up? Yeah, I was gonna say. Does she set up dick appointments to make sure that you're taken care of? Because I know some PR and some managers be setting up dick appointments.
Never.
I
don't need to do that.
He's good.
No, I don't. All right, so like she scheduled.
My DM get blown.
Like
she know I feel bad for her. Some girls are writing in my DM to that they want to eat the booty, they want to eat the groceries.
Weird shit, like crazy.
I mean more so like, you know how she plans out your schedule? Like does she put in time like, all right, so we got this meeting? That means you're gonna fuck her for at least 5.
So like in between this interview and that interview, he's gonna go home and fuck his girl. And then he'll come back. Yeah, she knows.
We set it up for like where we all have our own personal
time. Because I also told her, because if I don't have time, because my father's not around, if I don't have time with my mom where there's no phone on, no music on, like I will go psycho.
Yeah.
And I'm dealing with mental illness. She knows that. So her taking on me as an artist, as independent, is not her. Hard. She also has to deal with me being a recovered drug addict, opiate addict, ADD, ADHD, mental illness, bipolar. Like that's a lot for someone to handle.
So how do you handle all that?
Oh, guess what? I'm also a substitute teacher. I'm a sub-para, so I deal with special needs children for the DOE, for the Department of Education. And I'm patient and also inpatient.
You're pretty patient.
I'm patient and inpatient. So when I'm inpatient, that's when it's a crack. It's a tick. Enough is enough. That's what I get, like the boss.
Yeah, you'll call me out.
The mean mom. All right, now. Okay.
Raj, you said you were gonna be here this time. Why didn't you hit the note? Did you practice?
So like I'm definitely that person. Like I'm a pusher.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
I'm a pusher.
Yeah,
I will push somebody just because I know that's something that you want to do. I'll push you.
Yeah.
I will push you so much that you be like, yo, stop pushing. I'm like, no. We in business together. I need to get my 15%. I don't care. I don't care. Give me my money.
Yeah, she said, I don't care what you gonna do. You better get on that stage. You better tear that shit up. I want my 15%. I said, oh. Hey,
Raja, what's your favorite thing or like the most important thing to you that she brings?
Her grind, like it's fucking.
Everybody.
Can I curse?
Wait, say on the mic.
Can I curse?
Yes.
Yeah. Her grind is fucking impeccable. Like so someone said describe Avery. She's the type of person where like she knows I'm a big fan of Kanye. Mm-hmm. If there's a mosh pit and he's a mosh pit, I don't want to go and get knocked in the head. Yeah. She will take the fucking USB and go in the mosh pit, get knocked down 10 times, and make sure that she gets the USB to Kanye. Like the grind is like.
So all right, just like literally like you guys like. Me and Raja, I felt like we're setting the blueprint for New York. Like Tekashi set the bar, but we set the blueprint.
Yeah.
Meaning like
shout out to Treyway.
Like shout out to Treyway because they show Raja so much love. Treyway show Raja so much love. But literally, we went from like nothing to having everything. Not everything yet, but like to us because it's plentiful to us because we know. We are appreciative of what we want. We're not like, we're definitely very modest and clear and level-headed and rational about how we need to move because it's very important that as an independent artist, you stay grounded and you move into that stardom and that fame, you got to stay grounded. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm very, very sure of that and very, very clear of that. And that's who I am. I'm very like Bronx girl, down to earth. You know what I mean? Like, let's keep it cool, chill out vibes.
And I love
the one thing I love is that me and her can smell the paid showcase scammer type of people from.
I was about to say
don't pull that shit with us.
I was
We got the sauce. We got the juice to come right back at you.
I was gonna say, like,
Fuck
the
outta here
thing
with
that
that shit.
I admire about you as well is that you don't take every opportunity because you know your worth.
Yes.
And you are so confident in the way you move and the way you carry yourself and what you could bring to the table. That you know, like, yo, I don't have to do that. It could be like some shit that me and her be like, oh my God, no, I need. And she'll be like, no, I'm alright. And then the next minute you got this big ass opportunity and just like, that's what I thought. That's what I love about you. That's one thing I definitely did learn from you.
I really appreciate that. But just to answer the question about Raja and how I dealt with that artist overall, it was a process of someone's hunger.
Right, okay.
So like, it was to the point, it took him, like, he hit me up like 2 months harassing me to work with me. For 2 months straight, y'all. 2 months straight.
Consistent.
And I was like, I don't know, Indian. He's Indian, you guys.
No, that's also
You're like, Indian guy? I don't know about this, y'all. How am I about to do it?
Yeah.
But it worked in our favor because it's also something different.
Yeah, but I came over room to you.
No, you came, you know how to dress, bro. That's great.
Tell him what you do, Raja.
Raja has great music.
Tell him what you do, what you bring to the table.
So
Cause you're not no bum ass.
No, I'll take a lot of R&B pop artists and R&B pop records and dance records, and I'll infuse my own background Hindu religion like instruments into it. So my records are gonna sound like your Monday record, but like you'll hear the sitar instead of the bass guitar. You hear the tablas instead of the 808s. So you're gonna hear, oh, that's that kid's song. Yo, he got that Indian. Like, you're gonna know right away.
Yeah.
And the swag I bring is just fucking impeccable.
And I'm sorry to take up your time, but one last thing.
Don't fucking give up.
One last thing. Do not give up. Because literally, Island Gal's been out for 6 months. We at 900K on Spotify, you guys. Over 1,400 radio spins. I mean, New York Mag, Billboard, BuzzFeed, like top media outlets covering my guys up. And that's all of our hard work, our teamwork. Yes. And I'm looking for a personal assistant. I'm looking for interns. I'm looking for management interns because I have a really big deal that's coming on the table for my artists. And make sure you guys tune in on HBO The Deuce on Sunday for my other client, Andrea Rachel Parker, who's also on the show Stars Power, and she's also on HBO The Deuce, so tune into her. And you can follow me at MsArtistry, MsArtistry, and make sure you guys follow me and show love, support what I'm doing. Black Girl Magic, you already know.
Yes. I just want to say you definitely came in here. I feel like you was not only inspired the caller that came in and all the other women that's in
everybody in the room.
Inspired me.
I'm happy.
I told you.
Inspire me, guys.
Secure that
inspire me. Invite me to y'all accomplishments. Invite me to y'all dope accolades when y'all getting honored and stuff like that. Invite me. I'm gonna be there to support you guys.
I'm all about
and if I don't know, I can't
cross networking.
Girl, that's why you here right now. You have to be a part of this, okay?
Yes. Thank you so much. All about this cross networking. So thank you for coming in. You dropped your Instagram and everything.
Yes, contact me. MsArtistry Entertainment, baby, on everything. You know what I'm saying? We got
Raja's info too.
Rainbow, we got labels calling. Raja for Life, RAJAFORLIFEE. Raja for Life with 2 E's and MsArtistry.
The blue check is coming.
The blue check is coming.
Yeah,
oh my God, I'm so happy.
check.
I can't wait till he pops. I'm gonna get more artists, y'all.
Yes.
Y'all gotta stand by. Y'all
Yes.
gotta be like Treyway. You gotta see what's going on. They got artists galore.
They got Fetty Wap now.
They
got Fetty Wap now.
Takashi set the tone. You gotta wait. Be patient.
New York.
9.
All right, so we go to commercial real quick. We're gonna take a break.
Can we jump Island Gal? Can we jump Island Gal?
Yes.
Roger. All right.
1 year.
Thank you, my guy.
And we will be back with the giveaway.
1 year, 9.
Yes.
That's unheard of. I never heard of that.
We made this.